What's going on, guys? TK back with another video. So today I want to go over Girafarig's new form that was revealed in the latest Scarlet and Violet trailer. At first I didn't like it, but it's kind of growing on me, especially since I see the abilities as well, along with his typing. I think it's going to be pretty good for the early VGC meta when Scarlet and Violet first comes out, but I'll get into it. So this Pokemon is normal psychic. Weighs 352 pounds. So I kind of forgot. Girafarig is one of them Pokemon where I kind of forgot existed, to be honest, because it's like a second gen Pokemon, but it never got any evolutions until now. So it's kind of one of the Pokemon I was forgotten about. But let me look at his base stats real quick, actually, because I kind of forgot. Yeah, so its base stats is very squishy. But base speed is 85, and it's actually more of a special attacker than an attacker or a physical attacker. I could see this Pokemon losing speed when it evolves and gaining bulk, and maybe, I don't know if they're going to go the attack and special attack route. I think I saw something in that description saying it can pulverize stone with its neck or something with its physical attacks. I don't know if they're going to go that route because the game isn't out yet, so I'm not sure. But looking at the weight of the Pokemon when it evolves, I think that speed stat might get lower. But I think that actually helps the Pokemon, and the reason it helps it is because of this. Looking at its ability, it actually has an ability called Armor Tail, which is basically Serene's Grace, or not Serene's Grace, oh my god, Queenly Majesty from Serena. It's the same ability. It's, the description says it's another new ability appearing for the first time in these titles, but this ability isn't new. This ability makes opposing Pokemon unable to use priority moves. Serena and Bruxish both have an ability that does this. The good thing about Farigiraf is that it's a psychic type. So looking at his weight, 352 pounds, it's mostly going to lose speed when it evolves. But what makes it good is that it's half psychic, which means it's going to get access to Trick Room, pretty much guaranteed, right? So you have a Pokemon that prevents priority moves, right? So you can't fake them out. And it's a Pokemon that learns Trick Room. So now you can, let's say you're playing VGC, you are still able to use fake out though in priority moves. So let's say you start off with Farigiraf and a fake out user, and your opponent starts off with a fake out user plus a taunter or whatever. Well, you could fake out the taunt user. If it's like Mimikyu or something that you can't fake out, then you could run Mental Herb or something on the Farigiraf. But let's say your opponent can't use fake out now. Well, now your opponent can't fake out your Trick Roomer, plus you can run a Trick Roomer, plus you can run a fake out user beside Farigiraf. Every time I say his name, I laugh. You can run a fake out user beside it and still use your priority moves to flinch your opponent or whatever, right? Now you have to obviously worry about the new Terrestrialize mechanic and all that nonsense, but but what makes it so good is that its ability stops opposing priority moves, and it's a Trick Roomer. So I think that in itself is probably going to make it a stronger option. Plus obviously the base stat increase when it evolves now, because Girafarig finally has a new form after so many years, right? So I think this Pokemon is actually you're gonna see it a lot. You're gonna definitely see it a lot during the early VGC meta, in my opinion. Looking at its other ability, I don't really see it as it's a new ability, right? When a Pokemon has its ability, eats a berry, it will eat it one more time at the end of the next turn. Could chew, I guess that's what could chew. I guess that could be okay. I can see some fleeing gimmicks in VGC with it, but usually fleeing stuff isn't really, it's gimmicky. It's not really, it's never that powerful. So I think this is gonna be kind of niche. I think it's real VGC competitive ability is Armor Tail. That alone is just really significant, especially since it's half psychic. So I was talking about the Trick Room, but yeah, I don't see Kudchu being that crazy. But other than that, I mean, I kind of like the new look. Kind of got a glow up in the face too. But at first I wasn't feeling it, but now that I get a closer look at it, look at this picture right here where it closes the mouth. I kind of like it, man. I'm kind of feeling it more. I just know it's gonna get slower. Not only because I look at the weight. I mean, but look at the Pokemon, right? It's it gets bigger and it has that long neck. Even the description says something it can't react fast enough. That already tells me it's going to lose speed when it evolves, right? So this is definitely going to be a pretty good Trick Roomer. And just stopping priority in general is huge, especially in VGC. Because especially without Dynamax anymore, Fake Out is gonna be a lot stronger than it was in Sword and Shield. Fake Out is always strong in doubles, but it was just a little bit weaker since Dynamax Pokemon can't be you can't fake out, you can't flinch Dynamax Pokemon, right? Now you got the new Terrestrialize mechanic, so you kind of got to play around your opponent, you know, Terrestrialize into a Ghost type. But I still feel like that's a lot more manageable than Dynamax when it comes to like choosing if you're gonna fake out your opponent or not. But the game isn't out yet. This is all speculation, whatever. But I really think this thing is gonna be good early VGC for sure. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not really a Trick Room player. Like all of Sword and Shield, I played Trick Room, but I rarely played it. I'm not a Trick Room master or anything. I'm more of like the offensive, like heavy offense, like tailwind, speedy kind of guy. Also, I like bulky teams too. But this is gonna be interesting. So I'll definitely be trying out, especially since I'll be making content and stuff. So yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty good. But anyway, that's it for this video. So like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Okay, peace.